Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing? I'm Diablo. Um, I'm here to talk about going legit. Uh, it's a very hard process to go legit if you think about it. I mean, you're going from uh, a lifestyle that you knew, or that's the only way you knew for a long, long time. It's the only way you knew how to make money for real. And then you're like, man, it's time to change it up, switch it up. Now, there's a lot of pitfalls, especially if you got felonies. Which if you're a gangbanger, 9 times out of 10, if you're a gangbanger and you're 43 years old, you know what I mean, and you're done with that lifestyle and you ain't even really gangbanged in the past 20 years, but you sold dope because of the felonies you had before that, or you did other things like bookmaking or whatever you did, or robbing, whatever, stealing, but you committed crimes and now you're going to go legit. Well, it's not an easy process. You're going to get turned down a lot as far as jobs go. Uh, the best thing for you to do, or best thing for me to do at that, I should say me, is probably get into some kind of a field that caters to people like us, or find out who hires the felons and stuff like that. Because really, there's a lot of pitfalls for guys like us. You know what I mean? Like, there's no second chances in the United States of America. There's no second chances at all. And you're 43, so you're basically not in the position to get a job that a young man gets, or in the position to get a job, any kind of government job. They're never going to hire you. You're a felon. They lock you up. Their job is to lock you up when you work for the government. Trucking, if you want to get into the truck driving business, that's usually easier for felons to get into. But it's just the process of going through it. You know what I mean? Like, so many broke moments and broke days, and if you're married, marital issues, because now everything is not as easy it used to be. It used to be you always had money, no matter what. Now it's like, damn, I ain't even got no money. And then, like in my situation, I chose to go legit. The same time I chose to go legit, my truck broke down, and I ain't got no truck. So I got all this stuff I can make money doing, like delivering tools, or selling tools, or nothing stolen, though, you know what I mean? But just, getting in a scrap and whatever I can do to make extra money, maybe even going to a temp service and getting a little temp job just to make a little extra money to help pay the bills, I can. Because when I chose to go legit, my truck breaks down at the same time. So there's always testers too. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, your truck's down. You're going to pick up a pack and go hustle or whatever like that. Boom, boom, boom. Well, guess what? You got to make it. You got to make your decision. It's no half stepping either way. Either you're gonna go full fledged nose dive into doing the right thing, or you're gonna go full fledged back into the old bad thing, back into the old ways. And basically, I'm not even saying, I never even just said being in a gang or hustling or none of that was bad. You know what I mean? Like, if that's what you choose, but it's illegal, and they lock you up for it. So if you don't want to go to the joint, then you're gonna have to make that decision what you want to do either way, because you can't have both. There's not both is not gonna be objective. I mean, both is objective, more or less. Um, like me, I choose to do the right thing, so that's what it is. It is what it is, and I'll go through the perils, and I'll go through the trials and tribulations in order to get to my prize, what I need to, what I want to do, because I'm scarred. I mean, I'm scarred. I'm scarred in a lot of ways. I'm scarred from seeing homies go down. I'm scarred from seeing people overdose on drugs, or scarred from seeing people, other people get shot at or shot, or I've been shot at. I'm totally scarred. Going to prison and seeing the things that you see in the institutions. One time, I'll tell you a story about when I was in the joint. This is how crucial prison can be. I was in there, and there was this guy. He was a real quiet black dude, quiet as all can be. You know what I mean? Like, you would never said a word to nobody, didn't bother nobody. Was always in the weight room, stayed lifting weights, and stayed just being positive, and didn't bother nobody. Well, somebody tried to break into his box, and next thing you know, right before a count, dude picked his locker box up and was like, "You want my box? Here, you can have it." While dude was laying on his rack, and he just smashed his head wide open with that locker box. And I was just like, "Damn," you know what I mean? Just shit like that still scars you when you're sitting home and you get to thinking about, damn, if I go back to the joint, that could happen to me, or I could do that to somebody, and end up catching a life bit. Dude ended up getting, I don't know if dude got more time, but dude got sent to the state house or Ohio Penitentiary, um, which is basically super max. You don't see daylight. You're not locked down 24 hours a day like you're on death row. You know what I mean? You might get a half hour to get out to get a shower or some bullshit. But yeah, dude was locked down for that. And, you're talking about one of the coolest dudes that I ever met in the walls. And I was just like, damn, and stuff like that still haunts you. So when you're looking at somebody, you're like, damn, like it still refreshes your mind, where you've been at. You're sitting there thinking, contemplating, and doing the wrong thing again or whatever. And next thing you get thoughts like that. That's what happens in places like that. That's the things that hurt me or hurt other people mentally. You know, for seeing stuff like that or seeing somebody get beat down. I seen another dude's jaw hanging from his face. He was with my celly too. That was the crazy part. Him and my celly kept playing. I kept telling my celly, like, man, stop horse playing with that dude, man. You guys do nothing but horseplay, run around and run around and run around. My celly happened to be a Crip. And right before lockdown, fucking my celly went out and he was like, what's up? Dude was like, what's up? Well, dude pieced him up. Well, dude wasn't in no gang. So they jumped him. As soon as the cell block cracked, as soon as the doors cracked after count, they jumped him. They jumped this guy, and they was like taking steel mesh laundry baskets and pounding his head with it. They was stomping him out. They was beating him. They was kicking him in his ribs and his nuts and his legs, everything. When the dude got up, from this beating that he took, his jaw was literally hanging from his face. And I was just like, man, I ain't never seen nothing like it. I mean, I've seen people get beat up. I've been beat up. I've been beat down. I beat people down. I ain't never seen nothing like that. That right there was enough to make me realize that I don't want to go back to the joint. It was sickening. And that's not the only thing I seen. I got all kinds of stories from being in places like that. But the thing about it is, I can't tell them all to you in one show because I would be using up all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then the next one and the next one and the next one. I'm just telling you the reasons why you don't want to go to the penitentiary, because it could be you. It could be you. That could be you getting beat down, or that could be you beating somebody down. Every time you walk in that gate, you're taking a chance of either getting killed or catching another case from killing somebody trying to kill you. That's real talk. That's real gangster talk. That's what I'm doing this for. You know what I mean? Just so people realize, man, that hustling or gang banging or any of that shit is really not what it's cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying? You could be in a gang and it's a gang of positive affirmations, yeah. And then next thing you know, you're like guardian angels. Them dudes are good dudes. They go around helping people out. That's a good organization. But what's not a good organization is when they rob shit, when they steal shit, when they sell dope. I'm not even saying it's a bad or a good organization. In the law's eyes, in justice's eyes, in the court's eyes, that's not a good organization. Even though they're a gang too, but we're not even off into that right now. We're talking about us staying out of their way, us not being in their face. That's what it all comes down to. And with that, peace and bless you. I'm Diablo, Real Gangster Talk.